Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the UIM Completionist. In the last episode we started doing Boss Slayer with KQ in hopes of getting a Dragon Pick and a bunch of other stash items, and well, we got one, and after a lot of other Slayer bossing we landed on a absolutely blessed Dagannoth task. So now in this episode I will be continuing on my Slayer bossing slash general PVMing with those Lizardmen Shamans. I got a task of 204 of them, and I'm mostly hoping to get another Calphite Queen task so we can start snagging more stash items. I hope you'll enjoy. No luck on the Red Hammer sadly, but after just one more Slayer task, I've gotten 899 done, so we are now at Konar, and I will be picking up my 900 for a big point boost, and well, I really need it. And since I need it, I will be spending even more. I just unlocked Watch the Birdie so we can get Avian Seas, and I'll also be unlocking I Hope You Myth Me so we can get assigned Mithril Dragons on task, and I will be unlocking Duly Noted so that the Mithril bars will be dropped noted when we kill Mithril Dragons on tasks, and I will also be extending Mithril Dragons. That was a lot of points that I just spent, but I think that is it for now. I would also like to unlock Hot Stuff so we can start killing Thizars for the Thizar log, but that would be just... I'd like to keep a little bit of a point cushion. So let's see what Konar gives us. Steel Dragons in Brimhaven Dungeon. Come on. Nah. Water Fiends in... I'm regretting this. 3-rune dragons, perfect. And shortly after unlocking them, we did get Aviances, which is very good news because I would like to finish up Fremennik Elite Diary, and one of the requirements is to dispatch all of the God Wars Dungeon Generals. And if you know, Kriara is extremely tanky, so getting a Aviancy task for it will be very, very beneficial. When I did some rough calculations in the DPS calc, it bumped my DPS by about 50% from 2 to about 3. So 3 DPS is atrocious. I will be using Bofa for it. I should probably get some chins, but I just want to get 1 kill for the diary and then I'm off. Since I'm going to God Wars and space is very important, let's open 3 random hard clues. Piff helmet in the first one, alright. Nothing in the second, and nothing in the third. This is the setup that I'm going with. Anguish, Bofa, Crystal Armor, Armadillo D'hide Boots, and I enabled my recoil, so that hopefully should give me some DPS. But I only have 10 sharks, so hopefully that is enough. Also, I'm bringing a ranging potion. As I said before, I only want 1 kill for the diary and nothing more. The DPS calc says I have 38% accuracy, so let's hope we hit indeed. Okay, whew. Used up all my food. Let's see. Okay, no, never mind. I'm teleporting out. I wanted to see if maybe we can snag a piece of Armadillo, but it was just cutting it too close. I had a backup plan to pick up my stuff in case I died. I would use a Zamorak Halo and the Lawful Blessing, I think it's called, the Arma Blessing, but I'm really glad we don't have to do that. With Kriara done, I might as well just finish the entire diary. I did Krill in the past, so that leaves just Sarah and Bandos left. So I'm gonna try Sarah now. Wish me luck. And there we go. That is Ziliana down. I don't even think there's much reason for me to pick up this stuff. Let's just tally out. Since I talked your ear off before Kree and Sarah, I saved you the speech before Bandos, but basically I used a very sophisticated method of just standing there shooting and hoping for the best. And second try, we did get it, so there's just one task left in the Fremennik Diary, and that's to craft 56 astral runes at once, which I just completed. Let's use our Maxcape to teleport to Relica and claim the rewards from Mr. Thorodin. And there are two very big ones from this Elite Diary. The first one is that the Dagannoth bones will now come noted, the bones from Dagannoth Kings. So since we started doing DK tasks in the last episode, I think now is a perfect time to finish the diary and start getting some noted prayer gains. And the second one is we no longer need the seal of passage to go to Lunar Isle and talk to the NPCs there, and that was so annoying, and I'm glad to have it. And of course, our complimentary Herblore experience. So I've disabled getting aviancies and cancelled the rest of the task. Was it worth it to spend 110 Slayer points for the Fremennik Diary? I definitely think so. And we got the Cave Kraken to dispose of. I missed the level on the free-to-play UIM because burying big bones is just ingrained in the deepest part of my muscle memory at this point. But here's a recreation. 83 prayer. There we go. As for the pay-to-play UIM, I didn't get lucky at Kraken, but we did get Hellhounds next, so maybe we will spoon something at Cerberus. So I had to tell you out before I started recording because I was at pretty low HP without prayer, and I didn't want to drink this prayer potion out of principle, but we got another smoldering stone. We are actually quite unlucky at Cerb with 528 KC and just two uniques with both being smoldering stone, but I'm actually not gonna complain too much. I already used up half of the charges on my axe from the previous episode. So it will be great to refill it because I just need to AFK so much. I'm constantly at the big red tree. I think for now I'll just keep it in the inventory. It will be one less piece of food, but the bag is completely full. So I died at Cerb. I got comboed out. I wasn't really paying attention. But it's good, you know. I have a hard clue that's pretty developed. It has an Entrana step, so I can quickly do that. So I started pickpocketing those elves for 200 GP for a Explorer's Ring. And I just got Enhanced Crystal Teleport Seed. So that is how much? 2 mil for the alt? Actually, I still need a lot of crystal shards always, so I'll just trade it for 150 shards. Easy. The hard casket in question. Okay. No complaining, no complaining, no complaining. Finished the SERP task. We were not rewarded, but Dradel decided, you know, I'm gonna take pity on this little stupid stinking UIM. We can get Hellhounds again. And 190. Holy, that's a lot of SERP. Surely. Prims now, right? Surely. Relevant number 666 KC. 2023 birthday event completed, and as one of the rewards we're getting this 10th birthday cape, which I think is gonna replace our current Team 49 cape. We're gonna lose a tiny bit of defense bonus, but I think that's worth since it looks really good. And the SERP task is now done, and we didn't get anything, so instead you're gonna get treated to this clip of me checking health of the spirit tree. And this is kinda interesting because I had this spirit tree growing here for months without checking the health, and that is actually the last spirit tree that I needed. So now we have unlocked all of them. I got a Dragon's Eye Master Step, and I don't know when this was added, but you can use the long rope on this to create a shortcut. I actually learned that from Fuse a couple of days ago, so shouts out to Fuse for this. Thank you. A couple of filler tasks in between, and it's once again back to Cerb. Actually, let's pause these Cerb adventures for a second. I would like to drop my whip. It's been with me for quite a long time, it's been occupying a spot in the looting bag, and ever since I got my Fang, I've been using it less and less. But before I drop it, I consulted UIM Discord, as you do, and they had a pretty good idea of making my wardrobe a little bit more accustomed to using the stash whip. And what I mean by that is the stashed whip uses the whip, the spined chaps, and a legendscape. And legendscape is very easy to reobtain. And if I set up my wardrobe so that it's filled with every single spined armor piece except for the chaps, when I withdraw the whip, I can store the chaps in the wardrobe and I can go on my merry way with just the stashed whip as my only item. So that is what we were gonna do. I wanna get stretched hide, no, I think it's called circular hide and some other kind of hide, and then boots and gloves from the Dagannoths here at Waterbirth. So yeah, this place, if I remember, is extremely annoying because they run at low health and then you get aggroed by some other Dagannoth, so let's hope we don't lose our sanity here. Here's the first item, spined gloves already, and I just wanted to mention that it's pretty ironic that I'm using the whip to get rid of the whip. And here's the circular hide, and the other one we need is not stretched but flattened. Quite some time later, here's spine boots, and we still need that flattened hide, but I just want to point out I should be having a ton of those Dagannoth hides right now, and I only got one. There's supposed to be 1 out of 12, and I killed at least over 100 of those Dagannoths, so I'm getting a very good bit dry. And there we go, here's our flattened hide, and yes, I realized that I've been a massive donut, a very silly goose, and the Dagannoth hides actually dropped from those level 90 Dagannoths that are situated in this room and not the level 88s that are situated in that room, so yes. And would you look at that, Dagannoth hide number 4, which means I can get out of here. We have every single type of hide that we need. So the lesson for today is the math is never wrong, it's always the person that does it. Anyways, here's Sigly the Huntsman, and if we ask him nicely, he will make us some spined armor. We need some body armor for 10k and the flattened hide. And we need the helmet for 5k and the circular hide. And for some reason, those circular hides are worth quite a bit, 36k, so we will have something to drop to our alt. So here at the Grand Exchange, let's drop all of the hides to our alt. And it's also time to say goodbye to this Abyssal Whip. You served me really well, but I do have one in the stash, so that's like 1.4 mil for the alt. Let's check the wardrobe in the POH, and for some reason I do have the spined chaps here, so let's store everything else out of the set, and now I can freely take it out and hide it. But what I actually want to do is pick all of this up and drop the spined chaps and deposit every single other piece so that the spot for the spined chaps is empty. And that is because now I can search this master stash for a whip. I can drop the Cape of Legends because I can buy this back for 700 GP at Legends Guild. And if I just teleport to my POH, I can come over here to the armor case. And since the spined chaps slot is empty, I can deposit it. And when it's time to put the Abyssal Whip back into the stash, I can just click here, withdraw all of the armor, drop the chaps, and deposit everything back again. And just rebuy the Legendscape, and it's the stash ready to go. Random medium clue. Very well then. I can't anymore. I can't. Smoldering Stone, number 3, KC 869. And if we check Cerb, no other crystals. Okay, so I got some food in me, gave it some thought, and I definitely want to upkeep my Infernal Axe. One full charge gives me about 900k firemaking XP, which with average Winter Dot raids, that's like 3 hours saved. assuming going for 200 mil all, which I'm definitely not going for, but, you know, 200 mil all mindset. So 3 hours save definitely is good, but if I try to restore charges now, my axe is at 7.1%. If I try to restore charges, it will not let me because it has not yet run out. So I will be keeping 1 stone to recharge the axe. I know I could also recharge it with dragon axes, but I don't know if I'll get one. And the other one will go to the alt. I've also considered making an infernal pickaxe if I ever get the dragon pick, but I don't really even want smithing XP that much. Places that I would be mining at, the infernal pickaxe doesn't even work at anyway. What would be cool to have is an infernal harpoon, because that helps out at Temporos for a little bit, but it doesn't help out that much, and I don't even have an infernal harpoon in the first place, a dragon harpoon I mean, so I think I will be definitely dropping this one to the alt, and I will be keeping the next one to recharge the axe when I use it up, because I woodcut at work pretty much every single day. No. I'm not even like angry or anything. I'm just surprised that this is really how my Cerberus is going. Not too long ago there was a change made that these Priptinas crystals can now be used on armor as well. Now my favorite color is white, but ethel crystals, which should represent white color, look pretty bad, to be honest, with the crystal armor, so the next best thing is black. So I dropped 1.5 mil on those Ironworth crystals. So let me quickly color my armor, legs, and bow. And this is what we will be looking now for most of the time. Also, black looks really good with the red, and I'm currently wearing red on the max cape and the dragon boots, and I think this will look especially good when we finally get the prims. Some relaxing time at the red tree, and as you can see, your infernal axe has run out of charges, and that means I can finally use the smoldering stone on here. Probably hear a lot of cries of angry regular characters, but well, I don't have a dragon axe now to recharge it, and I do have a spot taken with that, so that is 1 inventory spot freed up, and another close to 900k fire-making XP ready to be obtained. So I finished that Serb task, and I did something that I've never done in my history of playing RuneScape, because I always thought that to be an extreme waste of Slayer points, but now I think I get it. And I skipped tasks until I got Hellhounds again. Thankfully it went pretty fast, just 4 skips and 1 block, and we already have 189 more Serb to go. So I'm crossing my fingers to get something. I would really like to see this through. Just 1 drop that's not a smoldering stone, that would be very cool. This is not Serb yet, but I gotta say I'm enjoying YouTube as a hobby more and more, so in order to be supportive, my fiance bought me a pop filter. So in testing, it did sound a lot better, but please do let me know if you can hear a little difference in quality, especially the little breathing and other mouth sounds should be muffled by the filter, so I'm really happy to have this. And she doesn't really care about RuneScape even a little bit, so in order to make her happy, here's a clip of our cat, because I know there is nothing that would make her happier than seeing the cat included in the video. So here you go, hope you guys enjoy it as well. And here it is, clean 1000 KC at Cerberus. I really don't know what to say. And here is the last Cerberus kill, and yeah, you probably guessed it correctly. We didn't get anything. If we did, you bet your ass you would see it. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit disappointing to go 1151 kills without a single crystal. I can't really complain because at least the alt is making money, and if I was a regular character, getting 5 smoldering stones would be probably pretty good cash from all this Serb. But well, I'm sure our little adventure with Serb is not over yet, but for this episode, it is for sure. And our new task is Lizardman, which means no back-to-back, and maybe that's good. If we went so dry at Serb, maybe we will get lucky with the Dragon Warhammer. I guess that's copium, but I'm still gonna hope. Anyways, with that out of the way, and a very, very cursed set of Serb tasks, I hope you enjoyed, I hope you had a fantastic day, and I surely hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.